as I proceed to work. Feet hurt, knees in the dirt as I cheese for jerks. On my life, I show my wife to get that bite. On my life, I blow my pipe to save my life. Ever walked the red carpet at school with blue blockers? Been a virgin in conversation with boot knockers. Get your shoes poppin' for you kick it with tube sockers. Been hit from the blind and survived like who shot you? Ain't no biggie to send me privy to stay with me. Paint your city with thug to see the hate in me. Like I knew his route, jump out in the dark alley. Sick of the bull, got pissed on like.
But what it do, my people? It's BFA Flex, BFA FL to the E double. And I'm here with the Hurt Biz Boxing Podcast. And I got two interesting guests. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. But we have a special topic to talk about today. It's the fight of the decade. It's a super fight coming up this week, September 13th, this Saturday. Don't miss it on Netflix. I'm going to let my two guests introduce themselves.
Sally Sam, Dimebag Sally, you know, God's favorite. Just a humble guy, you know, that know what he know about boxing and gonna bring it to the table. That's all I can do.
I'm just Big Meat, you know. I'm just here to debate because I like debating sports.
Yes.
People be wrong, man. I just want to correct them. That's it.
I knew that's what you was coming.
Man, both of these guys are short-winded, man, but I say a little more about them. Both of them are my BFAs, brothers from another, and I played sports with both of them growing up since we were like knee-high, and sports has been a hot topic for all of us. We've always competed and talked about sports, especially boxing growing up, even up to this day. So we're going to continue that, and we're going to talk about the hottest topic in boxing right now, which is the fight of the decade, Canelo versus Crawford. So we're going to analyze and we're going to debate on who wins, how each fighter could win, and basically just give our opinions on how we see the fight going, or multiple opinions. But I would like to start with basically, what's Crawford's strengths? What does he bring to the table versus Canelo?
Obviously speed. He's faster than Canelo. Footwork. I believe his footwork is better than Canelo's. I'm not saying Canelo has bad footwork. I just feel like footwork is one of Crawford's strengths. His biggest strength. You said strengths, right?
Yeah, his strengths versus Canelo. Yeah.
Okay.
What he got?
And I want to go out here on a limb and say he's a better counter puncher. But like I said, I don't know what to expect at this weight class. This is something new for Crawford and for his fans. It's not like a thing we can't pinpoint or expect against things we've seen before. This is new territory for him.
So what I heard you say his speed is a strength versus Canelo, and what else did you say? His feet?
Footwork.
Yep, his footwork.
And I believe he's a better counter puncher.
But I also heard you give a caveat, basically say we are still yet to see at this weight class, right?
Well, footwork is just something you can.
No, I'm not saying that it will leave. I'm saying will it still be a strength against Canelo, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. If you boxing a bigger guy, you usually can outmaneuver him and stay away. I'm not saying that's gonna be Crawford game. I'm just saying that's the approach you take when you fight a guy in a bigger weight class. You gotta outstep. You gotta be able to beat him around. See how he took the steps around that table. You gotta be able to beat him to the
Man, he did it real smooth, didn't he, man?
Yeah.
Real smooth.
And that's it. If he can make,
Can I have that?
if you can make the bigger guy miss, you can step through on punches and land your counters, which Crawford is great at. Canelo is a straight on guy.
Okay.
Brawler, so his counters are usually blind counters.
Man, you feel free to, if you have something to rebut or rebuttal with that.
So, like, both of them dabble in welterweight, am I correct?
Yes, that is where Canelo started, but that's not where
he is now.
And that's not where Crawford started. Crawford
yeah.
started at lightweight.
Yeah, so over time, man, just like anything, you get older, you get bigger. You know what I mean? I think it's just part of perfecting your craft. Now, I do agree that Crawford is faster, and he might throw a little bit more, his skill counterpunch-wise might be better. But Canelo is no slouch. I done seen Canelo take hits to counterpunch. He's a brick wall. He's pretty much the juggernaut. So I think
Crawford is winning.
at his weight class, I just think that Crawford is going to have to come at him with a Manny Pacquiao mentality, outwork him, because he's not going to put him down. It's not going to happen. And then, Crawford ain't really been.
As that is,
No, go ahead, man, go ahead.
The Manny Pacquiao mentality, that's dangerous with a guy like Canelo.
1,000%. But that's the only way I see him winning.
I totally agree. And I agree with that as well.
He's going to have to out-punch him because he's not going to out-spectacular like, oh my God, that was a crazy punch.
See, I think he's going to have to, his punches are going to have to matter. I think he's going to have
that leads me to this next statement. So I have now, Crawford is an extremely smart fighter. And for this fight against Canelo, he's going to have to fight in a way that he's never had to fight before.
And I feel like they're balanced.
So it kind of alluding to what you just said. Like, even though he has all those edges, he can't fight like that. Like, he can't fight like that against Canelo. He just can't. The risk factor.
Yeah,
the risk. And
lights out.
They've been throwing around size a lot in this fight as a narrative. Do you guys think size matters?
It does, especially when it comes to how many punches can you take? How powerful are you really? You know what I mean? But it also, on the other side, is how fast are you? You know what I mean? I've been a bigger fighter, going against a little fighter, and him and Floyd. Mm-hmm. Floyd was just faster than him. He couldn't touch Floyd.
And he shrunk. He kind of drained Canelo on that fight, too. Canelo had to go 2 pounds under the super welterweight limit.
Yeah. And, Canelo, I felt like he fought Floyd way too early.
Definitely.
But that was the only time he could have fought.
That guy is not here today.
He's not. My mom.
That guy.
Can we agree Crawford is fighting a whole different Canelo?
Yeah. So my point is, the point that I was going after is, he lost to Floyd and then he lost to Dimitri.
Bivol.
I felt like those two dudes had major advantages over him. Floyd been in the game for years, veteran in the game. Philly shell, don't nobody do the Philly shell like this dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we still have yet seen a defensive acumen like Floyd.
It'll never
still try to emulate him.
Yeah, it'll never be.
You're totally right.
So he was like that perfect storm, and he fought him at the right time. There was no other time to fight him to get that win. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
He was getting old. Yeah, getting the bag. Yeah, and Canelo.
Is that what Crawford is doing? That's a narrative out here. Do you think Crawford is going to get that back?
That's part of his career move. I don't feel like it's the main thing. See, sometimes it's the main thing, and that's when you get your Sonny listings. I ain't getting back up.
Okay.
So it's not that. I don't think it's that.
I just think it's the next fight.
Like you said,
it's just the only fight for him right now. The biggest fight for him.
That's the next fight.
I don't look at it as just no bad grab either, man. I do think it is the biggest lucrative fight for him. But I look more so at something like a Javante, Jake Paul as a bad grab, almost like it has nothing to do with his legacy. I'm just going because it's about money. So like you guys were saying, man, Pacquiao, the way he fights, he's tough as nails. Like he's balls out, balls to the wall, and you said Crawford had to fight like him. Crawford is tough as nails.
But Crawford has more skill than Pacquiao.
We seen Pacquiao go lights out, stand in front of a guy.
No, I agree with the more skill.
Yeah.
But I also agree. Some point in this fight, Crawford's gonna sit down and fight.
You said he's gonna sit down?
He's gonna have to in order to win the fight. I believe. I believe safety-wise, he could go in there and box circles around Canelo and have a safe night and get booed all night, possibly win the fight on the scorecards, but it's not going to be a good look for him. But I don't think he has that skill like a Floyd Mayweather to go do that. That's a Floyd Mayweather style against Canelo.
Okay, I'm a kind of try to bring the degree of weight difference in boxing because
In any sport,
every
especially the full
boxing-
contact
but
sports
boxing
like boxing and wrestling.
boxing
Which leads me to ask you, I'm sorry, man, as a wrestler, as a former wrestler, CD champ.
So that's where I was getting at earlier. Like, so when Canelo went up weight classes to fight Dimitri, dude was already at that weight banging around. He'd been
It's
there.
comfortable. That was his
I'm
weight class.
comfortable.
Yes,
This
sir.
is my weight class. So my speed, how I eat, all that matters. How I lose weight. If I gotta lose weight at all, I've been doing this at this weight class for years. This is where I party at. You know what I mean? Versus somebody that fluctuates in weight.
I've wrestled and I've boxed.
Okay.
Dropping weight for wrestling, no sport compares to that.
I agree 1,000%.
No,
I agree
But we're
1,000%.
not talking about dropping weight, though. That's we're talking about going up in weight. It's two different things. It's two different things.
It's not that it's so
Why do you think Floyd Mayweather
methods.
made it a catch weight instead? This is these guys are fighting with their lives at this level, man.
Boxing,
You can't play boxing or stuff like that, honestly.
With boxing, because the strain in the sport on your body is so strenuous that you're cutting more than you can keep. So it's hard to keep on.
I got a big question for you, man.
That they're more leaning towards using the attitude.
The best
wrestling
in light heavyweight in wrestling. I'm sorry to cut you out. Let's put this in perspective, man. Let's put this in any sport. I'm about to give a grade A analysis or comparison. I want you guys to tell me what you think.
Okay.
You wrestle what?
215.
What's that? Heavyweight?
It's like
Light heavyweight. What's under you?
189.
The best at 189 comes up to wrestle you, the best at 215. What happens and how does that look? Can they beat you?
So
In your head, can they beat you?
So this
Just going into the match, sir. Just tell me.
I'm going into the match.
No.
Nobody can beat me going.
No, but somebody
I'ma be-
coming up in weight.
So I'm about to break it down to you.
Gotcha.
We in boxing, do you agree these dudes are the elite of the elite?
I totally agree.
Okay.
I totally agree.
So little stuff like weight and you being like all the way up there prepared, your health and all that stuff, it has to be, you have to be spot on because that one little piece, that little 1 grain of sand can lose the fight.
Right.
So,
But we're leaving something out right there. Experience.
so my next point was, so in wrestling, especially in high school, you go to a big boy school like Graham somewhere. You will get a freshman in. Senior been here once, stayed 3 times. Freshman to come in and mop the floor with him. Now that senior got to figure out what to do. Yeah. So I come in. I'm a freshman. You've been at 155 for 3 years. Been winning state championship. I'm talking about you went to the Beast of the East and all that. Freshmen come in.
Can we bypass? Let's look at this at a college or professional standpoint instead of high school. Here.
Well, college is the same way.
Let's change the sport and get back in.
Freshmen will come in and wrestling.
That's all I say.
Olympic gold medalist. This has happened before. Or like you battling to be an Olympian.
Yeah.
Freshmen come in and beat you out. Now you got to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like you can't stay at your weight class, so you got to go up. You got to go up a weight class, or you got to go down.
The freshman that won has to go up a weight class.
No, the freshman that won keep the weight class.
That's not what I'm saying. Okay, that's not the perspective I'm saying. That's something like a Earl Spence would happen. How you stay at a weight class too long, and then somebody enters that weight class that's their natural weight or something like that.
Well, the whole story is it's difficult to be at a weight class and go up. Because that's where you've been the whole time. Versus somebody that been there, and that's where they at, right? Now, the freshman coming in, he been at that weight class too. So that negates. But it's more
Dang, got some fast hands.
it's more based on that dude going up a weight class and fighting.
Gotcha.
Putting on weight to compete is hard.
Okay.
Because your speed gotta adjust.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
So when Canelo went up to fight Dimitri and he lost, dude's speed, he was faster than Canelo.
Mhm.
But Canelo, you ain't been banging up there like that.
Mhm.
That's his weight class.
That's his natural.
Versus you losing weight. If you running track and you lose weight, what happens?
I believe I get faster.
You get faster.
Yeah.
You get faster.
Yeah.
But putting that weight on,
Yeah,
you got to put that muscle mass on. You got to
do
get
it
ready
right
for that. The endurance got to be correct. So like,
I feel like Crawford
That's
he skipped 2 steps,
That's
man.
why I say Crawford.
He skipped 2 steps,
has
man.
to know what he's doing.
No.
I feel like as a fighter,
Crawford skipped 2
jump
steps, y'all.
that high.
He had one fight at 154.
Look at,
I believe he dominated that fight. It was a close fight. He didn't hurt him, though. There's bigger fights at
he didn't
154.
have to.
Better
I
fighters.
have to.
He hasn't fought. He skipped a 160-pound weight class. He's literally basically coming from 147 if we think about it. And that's where he was most dominant. So usually if we just look at and just from a retrospect, let's look back and say, just over a career, if we see you knocked out 11 out of 11 people at welterweight, and you didn't do that at no other weight class, what is that saying? That's probably your natural weight.
probably your natural weight. But it's
See,
Crawford, and this is why I think Crawford is. I'm gonna be straight up. I think Canelo's gonna win. I'm more of a Canelo fan than Crawford fan. But I'm gonna give my man his respect.
I don't have a dog in the game, so I'm just being objective.
Crawford,
man. I like both of them.
Crawford tough.
Totally
Okay.
tough as nails.
Tough.
Tough as nails.
He fast.
Yes.
And he has the mentality. He got the pit bull mentality.
Oh gosh, man. So the only thing, he is tough as nails, but can that play against him? Because in long exchanges, and if he chooses to exchange often.
Hey man.
believe in yourself, Crawford. That's it. Never in the dogfight. See, this is all I'm gonna say. Everybody out there, God bag Sally here. God is the best corner man. As we know from the GOAT, Muhammad Ali, he had the best corner man.
Do you think Crawford's toughness plays against him in this fight?
Never.
It's
what
a
I'm
strength
trying
of
to say.
his.
That's what I'm trying to say.
In this fight, that's the strength of his.
Look. See, I don't wanna.
Not this like he can't box smart. Don't y'all still want to see him fight? Though I'm just saying this is dangerous. I'm sorry.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I just feel like it's dangerous. I'm sorry, y'all. Yes, you can talk,
Because
man.
they said that the GOAT boy Ali was small for his weight class. He was small. He was a small heavyweight. So his toughness is what played factors. Like you said, the noise gonna play a factor. All that's gonna play a factor into this fight. It's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be one of them. So it's not like his toughness gonna get him over the edge.
If Crawford goes out there and fights like Ali, man, he's about to demolish.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man,
Canelo.
Ali. But see, both Canelo got a record more close to Ali's. So both fighters got go in them, man. You can't just count one or the other out. It's gonna be a true test come fighting.
I totally agree. That's why this is
ask
a
you this
super
question.
fight. Please ask.
Go ahead, big head dude. Go ahead, man. Go live your life. Have you ever seen a dude jump up these weight classes, fight a superstar and win?
No. He can be Canelo's third loss.
We haven't seen it since like
Because not too many people beat Canelo.
I believe like a Henry Armstrong.
But he's not going.
So we're going back into like black and white TV days.
I mean, in the modern day,
I haven't
This
seen
is not
that.
the same confidence if I'm continuing my streak.
I haven't seen that.
I can be his third loss. You get it? It's like it's not.
It's a big question
not
though,
the
man.
same energy.
It's a big question I have. Because we did speak about foot and hand speed. Do you guys genuinely feel his foot and hand speed, and I'm gonna just add along with his power, will carry up to 168.
His feet.
I don't know how his training been. You know, I love to see the, you know, how HBO do the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That first round.
It'd be nice to see like how he's training, because when you gain a weight, you have to put it on the correct way.
You do.
Otherwise, you're gonna be sluggish. You're gonna be slow. You're gonna get tired real quick. You know what I mean? So again, that's the advantage to Canelo.
You know what, in boxing though, the runner gets the spoil. The runner, you up early running before you hit that gym. I don't see Crawford as a runner. Canelo, you will see him out early. They have a camera in his
Crawford
face.
run.
I believe he do.
Crawford,
That's the
both
thing.
of these guys, we can all agree, they're going to come into the fight
It
into the top
comes with
shape.
the sport. It comes with the sport.
I don't see them not coming into the
As you're
fight into top shape.
as you're putting on weight, you're more heavy in the gym. It's harder to run heavier like that, because usually at your regular walk around weight, running is for stamina and cutting, staying at your weight. When you get bigger, you tend to slack off on the run. Not saying that's what Crawford doing. I'm saying it just don't become the main focus. The main focus is running. If you don't run, running will save you in the ring before a skill.
So the main focus when it comes to putting on weight, I'm gonna just add,
It's power.
you have to increase your calorie intake. You have to eat more.
No matter what you eat, if you don't use those calories, it's not gonna stick.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. That's the whole process of gaining weight. You have to eat more. So with athletes, this is why we say you have to gain weight properly, because with eating more and gaining weight, it has to be used as energy and turned into muscle. So you're working out more.
The older fighters gain weight the best. They didn't have all these additives and steroids and protein powders.
No, because as you get older, you naturally gain more weight, and especially in those type of sports, because you want to put less damage on your fighter the older they get. You know, because working out, sparring, all that is damaging. Yeah, it's the hurt biz. You dig? The hurt biz boxing podcast.
Saving the body.
No, man, but I'm gonna throw something out there, man, and I believe it's the art of war. Everybody's talking about this weight thing. I believe Crawford comes in way below 168. I believe he comes around like 160, 161. Maybe he might go up to close to 165, but I don't believe he'll get all the way to 168 if he put on the weight properly. If he put on the weight properly.
So do we agree that Canelo's a hard puncher?
Unbelievably hard puncher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Concrete hands.
And then, like, when people punch him, he really don't move.
Total brick wall. He's the.
Thank you.
Remember that? Have y'all seen?
Yeah, he is exactly.
He's a stalker.
He's stalking you, and I'm eating your punches.
He's a stalker. Not only eating, his defense is impeccable, man. The guy is like a Perry King. Y'all seen that anime? It's like an anime shark. Oh my gosh, I gotta watch it. The guy is a Perry King, man. Like,
I think because he takes punches so well that it allows him to take his time to set up his counter.
I don't think he take.
And he does 20-minute ice baths. So he's ready to go to deep water. He's that patient under that type of pain.
You seen that meme where Triple G hit him, and they like, he eat that, but his head is like. He does not take punches. No one takes punches well, man. He just responds the coolest I've ever seen a boxer.
But that's part of the mindset, though. That's how you mess somebody up mentally. You stole on me and it was clean, and I ate it. I was like, yeah, and then I'm still coming at you.
That's literally GGG and Canelo. That's why their two fights were that exciting, man.
Yeah.
These guys are very skilled, but they got chins, man.
And keep going. See, Crawford,
That's
I feel like he hasn't met that guy.
He has not.
I was just about to say,
I feel like this is going to be that
I agree.
fight for him.
I agree with both of you guys.
Have you ever
on that matter.
So no matter win or lose, you can't be mad because he fought.
He's chasing greatness. You're
He
right.
fought. You see a lot of these guys.
They'll get in there and run, go get the money, yeah, or feel his power and get the, yeah.
Even his arch rival Floyd, he never really fought no slug, no bangers, and he ain't jumping up nothing.
He did fight Jab. That was a bang.
Hard hitting.
I believe. Are you serious? The 2 fights with Maidana, he arguably lost the first one. Floyd.
First of all, I'm so mad at people thinking Maidana was a hard. I'm not saying he's not a hard hitter. I'm saying the type of fight. See, Maidana was he's like one of them slick fighters. He don't look like he hit hard, and then his footwork is so nice. The punches he take, like he knocked Floyd too far. So it's not like
Yes,
he
sir.
didn't
Sure
do
did.
damage on Floyd. He did damage on him. I'm saying Canelo is gonna do. Crawford will have room to take a lot of hits from Canelo, and even at 19, Floyd knew that with Canelo. He hit Floyd with one that got over the Philly, and see one thing about Floyd, he know stay on your toes is the best thing. You get hit, all that composure sound good.
He get out of there.
In your head when you get hit, remember stay them keep them toes. You go for the heel, you falling. So it's just on a hit. It's not moving. It's on a hit. Ooh, you might.
That's the total opposite of Crawford's mentality. Crawford get hit, he's gonna try to hit you right back.
And he coming back at you, and that's why I say that's a battle for 2 counter hitters. Because he throwing.
Floyd is great though, because he can switch it up. Floyd is great, man. He can switch it up.
So I think Crawford downfall.
But danger meets everybody in the ring.
Crawford downfall can be his ego.
It's toughness. His mentality.
And now I'm picking up exactly what you mean.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Like he can be. He's not gonna do Floyd. Go ahead, Lord.
Well, I just say both have flakes of goat.
I believe he's underestimating Canelo. I believe a lot of people are underestimating Canelo.
I feel he's underestimated. I don't feel he's underestimating Canelo. I feel he feels he's underestimated, and that is I think that's a trigger for him.
You saying Crawford?
Yeah, once he feel like he the underdog,
that fuels him.
Yeah, that fuels
him.
That
He
ignites
should.
him.
That's his mentality. He's a fighter.
But I feel like
one thing
at first it was a mutual respect thing, and then that's like me coming on to I'm a receiver, you a lineman. It's like I just caught this screen and I gotta respect where you at. I gotta I'm in Gator territory. My moves gotta be quick and I'm out of there. I'm upfield.
I think after he beat Spence, and I understand Spence got in a car accident, he wasn't the same Spence. Cool.
I think he's a behind me kind of guy. I don't think he's thinking like that.
But so every fight you're gonna get confident. Like everybody would do. There was so many people that thought Spence was going in. You know what I mean?
The world was against him.
The world was against him.
Ooh.
In Crawford's head, the world was against him.
Oh, that's because nobody knew him. He was just coming off his brand and nobody knew him and crying about his money. First of all, black athlete, promote yourself. I just seen LeBron on what was that? King. It was some app commercial.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
Those are endorsements, though. They reach out to athletes for those type of things.
No. Crawford, I'm not saying that Crawford's getting the same endorsement.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what he's saying. Hey, I'm not getting this love. I'm not.
That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying.
And I'm saying, hold on, as an athlete in his sport, he should be. When I seen, hey, who's this guy? Who's he crying about? No, he'll go. We need to go ahead and throw him up there, right there with Floyd, and not on the Rushmore. I'm not into all that. I'm saying as our GOATs. Same respect we're gonna give a Hearns. The guy improved his work. I'm saying it was a joke to think Spence could have got in there with him, but Spence was a young buck who wanted he was bad grabbing.
Do you agree that Spence had been at that weight class his whole career?
Huh?
Do you agree
that he has?
that he has spent over 30 fights, or was that his 30th fight?
He was definitely hogging the lane.
At welterweight when he fought Floyd. I mean, when he fought Crawford. Do y'all agree to that?
What do you mean by it?
Like Spence had been at that weight class his whole career. So we were just talking about how you can be at a weight class too long.
Oh yeah.
And then somebody can come up.
I don't feel like
from a lower weight class that's not their natural weight and knock you off.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah.
Especially in boxing, because these guys will drain themselves to go dominate a very lower weight class.
That's his whole thing, though. He was going pound for he was a pound for pound fighter.
No, I totally agree. It was a big fight. I just don't believe that was the Spence that we expected to see.
I mean, he just got into an accident, bro.
Yeah, a few of them. I think he had
without that, like I said, I think he caused that once he signed, he knew it was coming.
Man,
He knew it was coming, man. I'm telling you, this guy was a pound for pound.
Yeah, Spence still a dog, though. He fought. Can y'all agree he still fought?
Spence got beat up.
He got beat up, but he kept fighting.
I'm a winger.
He got beat up, though.
And then
I
there's
agree.
Slam.
I totally agree.
It's
I
just
totally agree.
different, cuz I'm trying to tell you it's different. So when it's like, that guy was like, hey, I'm pound for pound, this is what I'm doing. Like, he said he was coming for Canelo. He said all that, and I'm like, oh no, that's a dangerous dude. It's not about, I didn't know if he knew how to put on weight. I feel like he has a routine already for putting on weight. This guy,
Crawford?
Yeah, he has a plan. I'm saying,
so I'm gonna tell you this
when
too.
you get to certain land, your punches just don't
Crawford
land the same.
He wrestled.
I don't know, like
he's not
He's a state champ or something like that.
so it's the
He was a state champ.
I think he was. It's the mentality,
but
though.
that could be why you lose in boxing, because no one cares about, bruh. Whether I'm boxing you, whether I'm boxing him, I'm saying professionally, they're not going to put us on the same card in the same fight. You in the gym or him in the gym, it's the same science. I gotta move from his punches. This is the button. I gotta run from your punches. This is the button. I might be able to have some footwork over you if you're not skilled, if you don't trust your
Can I say?
I might be able to get his body if he don't run and do his calisthenics as much as me. But as far as on that level, everyone has already done basic training.
So this is the point I was about to make, though. You gotta have a certain mentality to be a wrestler. Wrestling is the hardest sport in the world, and I'm about to tell you why. You can work as hard as you possibly can. You can have the best trainers. You can be the best athlete. You can be the quickest, and you still got to take this L.
Hold on.
I mean, but that's in a few sports we can translate that too.
This is what I like to bring up with wrestlers. What was your first year record wrestling?
My first year record?
Yeah.
I was a little over 500 as a sophomore.
No, your first year wrestling.
First year wrestling as a sophomore.
How so you lost?
For sure.
You tasted that L, right?
Boy, L's.
Was your first match at L?
It was.
Thank you. I'm saying you remember those from wrestling.
You do.
Because at wrestling, it's like, I'm not gonna say it's the hardest sport. It's more of
personal. It's
more of you were that good when you started. But somebody can know that much more than you wrestling and beat you and not be good. You can wrestle that same guy next year and scrape him, right?
Possibly.
I'm saying if they not as skilled as, the dominant guy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay. I want to bring it back. No, you can finish what you were saying.
Wrestling is super personal. I understand, like, combat sports is like, you throw your punches and you're in the ring with them. But I feel like once you grab somebody, you literally losing because you got manhandled. Mm-hmm. Like, think about that for a second. It ain't because I was quicker than you and I ducked a punch and I caught you with a sweet counter. No, it's like I'm in your shit and I'm dominating you right here, bro. What you gonna do about it? So, losing in a wrestling match after giving all you got.
Inch out of bounds. What are you talking about? I'm just saying it's ways you can. Boxing, if I touch your chin because you in the wrong position, that's on you.
I agree too.
Your noodle legs have to keep you.
I think if we think about it in that aspect, man, I think the fight plays more towards or more in Canelo's favor.
See, and that's why I say both of those guys are dangerous because if Canelo touched Crawford wrong, and I feel like Crawford's a guy that has the heart, the mentality, you know, the wrestler. He wants to stay up. Me, I have no problem going down. I'm going down.
Charlo did it. Charlo did the smart thing and did the same thing.
Oh, all right.
Jamil Charlo.
We could play it. You know what I'm saying? If a heavyweight called me off in the gym, as far as the technique, no, it can't beat the technique. I'm just saying it's just if you're a heavyweight and we match equally techniques, of course you're winning. But I'm saying you look at just history of brawling, and that's just the main stage. I'm saying you look at the Ali versus Foreman. Foreman is a monster. It's a monster. Ali, you can't.
Styles make fights though. These are two totally different style fighters clashing, man.
Look at the setting. We going to Africa. We changing the whole atmosphere. I'm saying when you look at all that, fighters back then thought of these things. Come on, we're going to Vegas. That's a Canelo favor.
Right.
I'm saying everything in this fight is in Canelo's favor. So for a guy who doesn't like being an underdog, you signed yourself up for an underdog position. I don't understand that as a fan, but I feel like for him as a fighter, he's confident enough to take himself into the fight. I feel like he can get out. I don't feel
you can't be a fighter if you're not confident.
Right. No,
so for me, I'll look at it like this. It's a million. Logically, I think everybody Vegas. We're gonna pick Canelo, bigger fighter. He's coming up to his weight class, his domain. But I think like the regular person, they're betting on Crawford.
Ooh. I believe when he says the regular person, he's talking about
to say his name, his word, casual.
Man, hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, you hit it right on the head.
Yeah, they might put their money on Crawford. They not, they don't know what he bringing to the table. They just
casuals and literal Bud fans. So if you're really a fan of a fighter, I don't believe you'll go against them necessarily. You know, I've done the same thing. I've been a fan of a fighter, and literally, I was a fan of Spence more than Terrence Bud Crawford. So seeing Bud do that to Spence, I gave him a whole nother level of respect, honestly. Even though I don't feel like that was the Spence I was expecting to see, but still, you still got to give him credit.
That was Spence I was expecting.
Man, I was not expecting that one, man.
Looking back,
after being in the car crash, you're not going to be the same.
I just didn't expect it to be that lopsided of a victory. But just to end on Crawford's strengths against Canelo, I would like to just end it with Canelo is a lot faster, hand and foot speed, and a lot quicker than people give him credit. But I would like to ask, do you have something to say about it?
I will say this because I don't want it to be like I'm combating you, but no, I'm saying Crawford is faster, I'm saying, but Canelo's not slow.
That's a good point, too.
Crawford has better footwork, but Canelo's footwork is on point.
You can be confused if you watch that fight with him and Dimitri. But the thing is that dude is just comfortable at that weight. This is where I'm banging.
Yeah. He took advantage of Canelo. Canelo brings the same style to the fight.
Yeah.
So if I know what you like, it's not like the style doesn't scare you. It's about he's not changing. He's like, nah, I'm going to go.
So I want to compare.
He's an old school football coach.
I got one who,
I'm running the dive until you stop it. And
right.
When you stop it, I'm going to hit you with a play action, bro.
I'm glad you brought up football. So Canelo, he's like the Eagles tush push.
You can't stop it.
It's the most simplest play. You just can't stop it. I don't care what defense you in. I don't care what players you put in. You can't stop this play.
Because it's 2 losses. It came 2 different ways. That's why I say it's like he don't need to change it. It's just more of Crawford better do his film, man. See what he up against. Because you can't stand in front of him. You can't trade with him as much. Because he dangerous when he comes to trading with him. But it's more of if you can't smother him, you don't get him out of his style. So I don't know what Crawford can
do. You think it's safe to smother Canelo?
I feel like it's safe.
I
feel like it's safe to stay on top of a fighter. So you have to keep him. You have to keep him coming from all angles to keep the fighter guessing where he has to be to throw at you. I feel like Crawford has that advantage when it comes to switching styles. If he knows what he's doing with switching styles, he can keep a straight on guy at bay because he'll keep the counters from coming as much and make him box. Canelo can box, but he's dangerous that way too. Bud's dangerous as a counter puncher. He hasn't shown us that he's dangerous as a boxer, just only with Spence, and I feel like Spence was unexperienced. I feel like people don't give Bud the credit. He was boxing a long time before Spence.
I think he showed a lot of his skills his last fight, and we also seen that his power did not carry.
This is another thing too.
Who's that, Crawford?
Yeah.
Or Canelo?
Power. Crawford.
Do you get better the more games you play?
I think you do it with experience. You're saying experience.
Yeah. So who has?
I think it's who you play.
But no matter what, you have an incline and a decline.
1,000%. But the point is that the dude that fight the most usually is the sharper fighter. Now I know in boxing you take a lot of headshots and that can be a lot of,
You speak
wear and tear on your body.
Yeah,
but when was the last time Crawford fought?
over a year ago, I believe.
Canelo didn't have what, 2-3 fights in between
Yeah,
there?
I know.
Yeah.
He
Just in May.
He's
Yeah.
sharper.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like
He's more active.
I feel like Crawford's relying more on his own fatigue. Like I'm gonna outlast him before I just punish him.
And that's the thing when you going up a weight class. Because you can say
A three-way
a
class.
three-way class. Because you can sit there and say like, yeah, man, I'm just bang with him, and then in these later rounds, I'm gonna start tagging him.
Yeah.
But that ain't gonna.
It's easier said than done.
It's
It's easier said than done.
On the pro level, look at, because we from the 419 the mud. Look at Big Baby. He's a heavyweight, and the heavyweight he lost to before his last fight was so much bigger than him. I don't have to last these rounds. So you get anomalies at weight classes. So it's not always like, oh, the bigger guy.
That's the biggest weight class.
Yeah,
Heavyweight.
because Big Baby is not a small guy.
He fought the wrong fight though. He
But
fought way
to be
fought
honest,
way
though,
smaller. I mean, bigger
But you're
guy.
saying that's
Why do you think he
same
was?
weight class?
I know this
I
on
know.
topic, but
I
do
know.
you
Heavyweight
think?
is different. That's why heavyweight is different.
Do you think heavyweight was the best weight class for him?
Who, Big Baby?
Yeah.
I think it was. He's like 230,
Yeah.
240. That's
Yes.
all only
I don't
naturally.
want to bring him into the topic if we not gonna go right in, but yes, if he trained correctly, yeah, if he under Floyd or somebody that's gonna get the best out of him, the best potential out of him, for sure, or somebody decent, but the guy, and it start with yourself. I don't wanna like point blame. I'm saying he don't take advantage of what he need to do to become the best fighter. When you see that it's your 9 to 5, I'm not going to work today. That is some guy. I'm saying I hate all athletes, bro. All athletes go through that. And it's like, you rarely come against guys who just like, switch a sport, I'm going to go win a championship in rugby. And that's where greatness stand aside the regular athlete.
I was about
be
to.
a rugby guy? Yes.
I don't know a time where I got up and was like, man, I don't want to do this. When it comes to sports,
Yeah.
But
like, dude, I'm beat up. In my mind, I would say, I don't know how I'm about to make it.
But
through
when
the day.
it's HR connected to it. You gotta think at the pro level, it's like come with an HR, bro. Where it's like these athletes don't get it in their head where it's like when they get this facility, hey, you live here now. It sounds funny when Gilbert Arenas is sitting down on this podcast like, yeah, I slept at the facility.
But there's multiple dudes that said that. Chad Johnson said the same thing. I slept in this
But
mud.
we come from an era where the money is not as popping back then, and we're taught to manage our money. Now it's managing money is not a skill they have, so they're overcompensated. So now it's just like watching them blow bigger amounts of money. So it's more of you want to be able to get guys that understand what to do with their money, so they don't have to worry about that and can focus on the sport. When everybody in my game is taken care of, and I can just be Kobe, wake up at 4 in the morning and drive right here to the facilities unlocked for me. I'm not worried about how I'm gonna eat today. Why are you Gilbert Arenas worried about how you gonna eat? And you in the NBA.
All right, we gonna move on, man. We gonna talk about Canelo's strengths versus Crawford. What do you guys think Canelo brings to the table
See, and that's where
to secure this win?
I'm gonna wrap this up. See, he's the athlete that he doesn't slack off. He does everything. He comes to practice. He practices hard. He throws.
Who, Canelo?
He spars with boots to get ready for Crawford.
Yeah, he has the money and the means to do that as well.
Look,
But how did he get?
money?
But this is the thing, though.
And Boot's not even the best sparring
So
partner
how
he
did
has.
he? But how did he get?
Yo, you heard of Yo?
No, I'm saying he sparred Boots' brother. I'm sorry, he didn't spar.
No, he sparred Boots this camp for
Okay,
Crawford.
but I seen him spar Boots' brother. I didn't.
Yeah, he sparred Boots' brother back in the day.
I
Yeah.
want to ask you a question though. How did he get the money?
Winning.
Canelo.
Yeah.
Winning on the
So
big
back
stage.
to your
That
point
was
though.
no, like I said earlier, before the podcast, Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, he was back chasing early, player.
But I'm saying though, Floyd worked hard though.
Yeah, and Canelo ate off of it.
And Canelo ain't for sure.
Man,
But all I'm saying is that I agree with you.
now all I gotta do is take every fight that comes.
So I agree
That's
with
why
that.
a guy
I think
dance
Canelo
on me.
was a dude that worked hard every day. Canelo was the odd man out in his family. He was the only redhead kid. Everybody looked at him like he was different.
Yeah.
That's the
Called him
mentality.
the Irish Mexican.
Yeah. So like,
But the money changes everyone.
I don't
The
think that-
stars
No,
change-
it starts way before the money, man.
No, I'm saying he carried that mentality.
That mentality started
Until I'm
back
pushed
then.
over that edge with the Floyd fight. You can know everybody got a price. You can only be that.
so do you?
that
So what you're
humble
saying?
down
Are you saying
No, I'm
that?
saying once you get your partying out, once you do your salsa and you Gucci, when you come back, that's the real. When Michael Jordan say I'm gambling till 5 in the morning and I'm making it on time to the game, I'm practicing hard and work. I'm not slacking just because you see me slacking. You can't be Allen Iverson saying, "Oh,
Practice.
practice."
Right.
Nah, that ain't what I want my kids to hear. Canelo, he don't show you no slacking. So you can bring up some dirt on Canelo. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying when it comes to performing, the kid don't miss, man.
But that's what I'm saying.
Don't miss.
I agree with you. I think Canelo is straight and forward, black and white. This is what I do, and this is who I am.
But he said it's the funds. No, I believe that he was that kid before the funds.
So
So
I'm asking his strengths. What is his strengths?
his strength is where he come from.
That is
What, Mexico or just his
Mexican
background?
His background, all that together.
that's the
That's
same
the
as
background.
Bud's toughness.
Yeah, but
On the
yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah.
So the difference, back to his strengths. It's different when you are in your family, you're the black sheep.
He's the Bud at his weight class. Bud's mama said, "Hey kids, come be his little black."
That's true too.
He's the Bud at his weight class. I'm not saying that it's differences. I'm just saying, can you beat another Fletch? Could you tackle another Meekis on the run? I'm saying
Yes.
same. See your mentality.
But that's
But the doppelganger or the clone has the same mentality and is like, I don't care if the nigga clone me from his bald hair.
But we're talking about his strengths, though.
His strength is that he's a bigger fighter.
Okay.
His strength that it's a more natural weight class.
Naturally bigger.
Yeah, that he's fighting at. He has fought better fighters as well. So, to me, he's a more seasoned fighter, and he's more of a brick wall. It's like, this is me, and you got to get through me, because meeting me at my wall is not good enough to beat me.
I feel like Bud is a wall breaker. You see the little.
What wall did he break?
Okay, so without you saying it, people, he wants Bud to win, and he's making this known. You're a Bud fan because I'm asking you Canelo's strengths now. We don't gotta keep learning about how Bud can overtake Canelo's strengths. We already talked about that. We're gonna focus on Canelo now because we already know what Bud can do.
See, I don't think Canelo is a wall. I've seen him take hits that readjust and that keeps him off the prowl. So when I was doing my homework, I was just watching the first rounds of guys, because the first round tell you a lot. If a guy gonna stalk me off rip, I have to know how to be on my defense. Like good boxing coaches say, you gotta know how to box backwards. So I have to know how this guy's gonna come forward at me.
You gotta watch more than the first round.
I watch him. I watch.
The first rounds don't tell you nothing,
I've
man.
grown up to Canelo. I'm saying so. I've seen a lot of Canelo. What I'm saying is, when I'm doing homework as far as not coming off as a casual, and I'm dusting up on the past few fights, I'm not really dusting up on because the guy he just boxed was a bad grab, the black guy. He danced on Canelo. He let him know I'm not going at you and you can't catch me. I'm just saying there's ways around a guy who just stalks you the whole fight and can't cut you.
But he didn't win the fight like that. He couldn't win the fight like that.
But he stayed undamaged and he got the bag is what he was joisting at him in the ring. It's not about
Crawford doesn't fight like that.
Crawford definitely is a different fighter. I'm saying for those thinking it's a bad grab or some kind of fix, I'm saying no. Canelo wants a good fight. That's all Canelo wants. No matter who's fighting, whether it's a bad grab for him or a bad grab coming for him, Canelo wants a good fight. He's a stalker inside and outside the ring. What I'm saying is you have to have a plan for that. If you gonna run and take the bag, cool. Crawford's not doing it. So Crawford going in there fighting is my whole take on the whole bout. I feel like Crawford's gonna go in there swinging. I don't feel like he's gonna go out swinging. No, as a Crawford fan, I feel like he has a game plan, as he always does. For a fighter like Canelo, I don't feel like he's prepared for Canelo. I just feel like he has a game
What
plan.
strengths do Canelo bring to the fight? Because you can't seem to come up with it.
Canelo?
Yeah.
Bro, he has, like you said, he has all the strengths. He's weight. He doesn't have to be faster than him. He's a heavier guy. He's gonna hit harder than him. Crawford can punch hard, but Canelo hits harder, bro. He's bigger. That's a give with weight. What is weight?
Naturally bigger and imposing. Naturally bigger and imposing.
Oh, he's gonna hit harder than Crawford. That's why I say Crawford has to have a game plan.
Have you guys been following the build-up?
I haven't.
Have you guys seen these fighters like in the face-off recently?
I caught a couple face-off, and I seen an interview with Crawford in the gym. See, that's the thing. Everything's been centered around Crawford getting bigger. He's appearing bigger.
Can you compare their present sizes that you've seen?
I still feel like Crawford looks smaller than Canelo.
Okay.
So I don't think size is going to ever sway.
Okay.
Crawford, Canelo's going to win in the size factor. I feel like speed is going to play a lot of the biggest factor in the fight.
If he carries his speed.
Because he's not jumping up that many weight classes where speed is that much different.
I totally disagree.
I totally disagree too.
I feel like Canelo is fast for his size. That's why I say you gotta understand. Crawford is exceptionally fast. He's fast. He has a 75% knockout rate. A lot of his knockouts come in early rounds. Canelo stops people later rounds. He gets you body shots. Canelo's not a finish you off quick guy. But he's fast for that size to where you...
He just made a great point. That's another advantage for Canelo. Canelo used to go in and taking dudes in the deep water and then finish you down there.
Dang.
When you get that weight on you, that 3 weight classes up, you don't know what it feels like to go in that deep water. 15 more pounds,
and he's a
20
guy
pounds heavier. You don't know.
Taking that damage.
Yeah, and you talking about taking body shots.
But Crawford can't stretch. So it's not like that's not in his bio. It's more of...
And it's not in his bio. Want me to tell you why it's not in his bio? Because he never fought at this weight class.
No, I'm saying at this weight, like you just said, taking that damage is what's going to be the difference of you going that far. Can you go that far with Canelo? You might could have at, what was the last weight class? 150?
154.
150,
Yeah.
He went the distance with the guy, and that was impressive. You going pound for pound, I felt that was impressive.
No, it is.
But
It is.
I also felt like, ooh, you got out of there because, I don't see him taking that same damage from Canelo.
Okay, so we're talking about, you spoke on the body attack. Oh, man. So I want to bring up physicality, man. And I want to ask, just generally, just the word physicality, when you hear that in a fight, or any type of combat, how much does that play a role in the outcome?
That's everything.
The physicality.
That's
And I'm just going to add, just to give you a synopsis of what I mean by physicality. I'm talking about the body work, inside hand manipulation, and clinching. So, if y'all know, Canelo rarely clinches.
I was about to say, Canelo not a clincher.
If you trying to, you gonna catch some, man. Somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So, not only that, so you can be physical in this sport without even throwing a punch. So Canelo has the ability to constantly stay in front of you. So it kind of like overwhelms you, like especially with a boxer that's trying to make or control your distance. You can't control somebody that's constantly taking it away, it's gonna be very, very difficult for you to do, especially with a bigger guy. In a closed, you can't just run to Connecticut. This is a closed square circle. So eventually, you're going to get caught up to it. And you're going to have a way of exiting. One thing I noticed with Crawford, when he gets pinned, he doesn't necessarily have multiple ways of exiting. That man just has a right hook pivot to escape. And you cannot do that against this type of guy right here. A master at cutting off the ring. Do you guys agree?
So
if not, let me know. I want to know some perspective.
That's part of Canelo's style, though. I'm going to stalk you until you in this corner and I'm going to go to work. Mm-hmm. He's a stalker. It does. Where are you trying to go, big head? This fight favors Canelo in many ways. My biggest take from that, though, is come back to condition. Once you get in that corner, how you getting out of that corner depends on your condition. It's not just about me taking the hit, getting out, because I think Bud can take hits. But how many times are you going to get in that corner, in the late rounds, in that deep water, and be able to figure out how to get up out of there time and time again when you're tired?
Bud only knows one way when he's gonna fight out.
So I hope Bud is in extreme.
That's why I say he can't come in 168. He has to come in lower.
That's implying that Bud is being pressed.
So you think he's not gonna be pressed?
See, this is the thing. I don't feel that's how it's gonna go down, fellas. I just don't. I feel like that is Canelo's style, but I don't feel like you gonna.
It's a famous
I don't-
saying, man. It's all fun
I
and
feel
games till
like
you get
Canelo-
punched in the mouth.
But I don't. So to your point, I think at the beginning of the fight, it's gonna be like we in the middle of the ring.
I do.
We banging.
First 4 rounds.
And then when they start getting a little bit later, it's gonna change.
That second half of the fight is gonna be.
That's what I'm thinking.
If it get there.
If it get
If
there.
it get there.
With
So-
that being said, who do you see get knocked out? Do you see either guy get knocked out, or
I
if
see-
someone was to get knocked out, who would it be?
It's kind of hard to envision either one of them get knocked out. But if somebody was to get knocked out, I'm thinking it'll be a body shot in the late round. You know what I mean? And I see Crawford losing from a knockout before I see Canelo.
To the body,
Yeah.
not to the chin. To the
No,
body.
to the
Ooh.
body. I think it'll be more of a wear down.
Wear
situation.
down until ooh.
Yeah.
Dang,
You gotta-
grind it down. Oh
And to me,
man.
I can also see the fight going this way. Crawford could be winning majority of the fight until the middle rounds, and then it starts switching because he's not used to being that heavy, boxing that man.
Okay, back to you were saying physicality, right?
Yeah.
See, that's gonna play everything in whether Crawford is pinned in the fight or if he keep his stance. You know, if he can hold his own, because he already know he coming up weight class. It's not new to him. It's new to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like you said, physicality gonna play so much, but that's something we don't control. That's depending on what Crawford do that night before, and that's why I say that's home field for him. He know how he gotta be at that weight class. He know how physical he gotta be. He know what he can get away with.
Who, Canelo?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So that's where Bud got a disadvantage at. It's more of no matter what, you have to bring some kind of fight to that stage you just stepped on to. That's all I'm saying. You don't necessarily gotta lose by a knockout or a body drop.
So you got Bud winning?
But it's who, me?
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that there. We're gonna get to that at the end. We're gonna get to that at the end.
And so-
Sparring. Do you guys feel sparring plays a major role in the preparation for these type of fights?
Yeah,
A
no.
super fight like this.
Yeah, no. And that's the reason why. For Bud, yes. Canelo, he fights more often. So it matters, but not as much. Because I have more serious fights.
I feel like it's a field thing. I feel like it's like a culture difference. When you're on this side of the city, compared to when you on your own side of the city.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's a field thing for fighters. He's doing that to get the feel of a black fighter. You know, black fighters come with a different style than the Hispanic fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, Bud, he's fought different. I feel like he's fought more fighters, not like Canelo, but from that culture than Canelo's fought from our culture. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's better for Canelo because it takes him out of, because you can't really stalk a black, like the one guy he lost to. You can't really stalk a black fighter. They can move around more.
What guy?
He had he fought a guy like 2 fights ago. Black guy.
Who did?
Canelo. Canelo won the fight, but he was just getting a bag. You know what I'm saying? He just won the.
His most previous fight you're talking about. I got William School.
There you go. I don't know the guy's name.
Yeah.
But, he was a bag grab.
Yeah, totally.
I just want to, get paid, which is fine in boxing. It's a career for people. You retire early. How you do?
Mm-hmm.
That's on you. I'm saying the guys who doing it with longevity. Terrence Crawford, I want to be a pound for pound fighter. Canelo, he gonna go down as a grade too. So that's why I'm saying it's not like that easily of a toss up where you say, just because he jumped up a weight class, it's that easily decidable. Now, Crawford, he dangerous to Canelo. It's just more of with him being out of place.
Out of place as far as weight classes?
Yeah, it don't look good for him. But as far as sparring, I feel like Canelo don't really bring that difference in what he's seen as far as like, I mean, like you said, physical plays a lot into it. But as far as style, he's just like any slugger. You know, he gonna come at you and stay in front of you. He's not gonna take.
No, I get what you're saying, but
unless he's on a attack.
No, I get what you're saying.
Crawford's a defensive fighter, so when he fight guys like a Porter who press him, they don't really get off good. And I'm saying that's same weight class. When you got a guy who's bigger than you, but some you've seen, it don't really go the same route. So it's more of.
No, I get what you're saying. I would like to just. I agree to disagree with you.
155 was
I
the best
believe
he could get ready for Canelo. I don't feel like it's anyone he can spar that gets him ready
for Canelo.
Yeah.
I actually thought you were saying something totally different before you said that.
No, I'm saying as far as the other way around, spar don't really play a factor in Canelo. He not gonna know what to expect from Bud, but he's gonna know he's fighting a different style. He's not.
Yeah, totally. So Canelo in previous interviews, he's expressed, even the interview on Sway, he expressed that he doesn't necessarily, from his own mouth, he doesn't necessarily like to fight movers. So the only reason he took the fight with Crawford was because in Crawford's last fight, he showed that he's not that much of a mover, and he'll stand and fight. So I agree with you to an extent. I don't believe there's a style anybody can emulate in Crawford's camp that Canelo brings to the table. I don't believe he's found one as far as his sparring partners that he has, which is Steven Soko, Nelson.
I mean, you never know. I'm just saying from the internet buzz I've been seeing, I don't feel like he'll
I believe it's a simple style, but it's a very difficult style to emulate, man, as far as Canelo. Canelo is very underrated, man. As far even defensively, so we're gonna move on. I'm gonna ask y'all some attributes, man. I want you guys to tell me who has the edge in the fight, man. Because before I ask you these things, I honestly believe Canelo is very underrated in a lot of these categories. I'm not going to give him the edge, but I believe he's very underrated in a lot of these categories. And I believe, just my personal experience watching these fighters, he's just as defensively, maybe more defensively sound than Terrence Bud Crawford. All right. So I'm going to ask y'all who has the edge in the jab category. So you guys can let me know if it's even if they both have a great jab, or if someone else has the edge.
I say even.
I feel like I give it to Crawford.
Jab, I got it even with the jab. I got it even.
I just think I've seen again because your boy's a stalker. He really ain't jabbing nobody. You know,
now he does.
Like you said, presser.
Now he does.
He presses.
Yeah, he's a
But
presser.
he jabs to set up his right hand now.
But look, just like you said with Crawford, now he stands there. Ever since the Earl, because before that, it was he moved, but he was knocking people out.
But that's where his jab was more prevalent.
At 147?
Yeah, when he was moving around before the Earl fight. So that's why I'm saying his jab was
totally. No, they both have pristine jabs, man.
But when he stood there, it's counter punch pick you apart.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, what do they want from him? I'm just saying, as far as Canelo just seeing him doing film and like, okay, cool. Like, no. We did film on you guys and it's like, no, we gotta watch for him to blitz sometime. We gotta watch for him ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gotta watch for my guys slide. Like, it was just too much going on where, like I say, it's just a difference with the GOATs, man.
No, totally.
It's different.
Totally, man. This is why this is a super fight.
You can't just paint him one way.
No, totally.
Like, oh, Canelo,
That's why we're having this debate, honestly, man. We're looking at it from both sides, man, because anything can happen. It's boxing.
If you could say with Canelo, he's one way or he's one dimension. His boxing knowledge is so extensive. I feel like he has that over Crawford. If anything, that you can't really dismantle him. You can he has 2 losses. You can be his 3rd loss, but he can also be your 1st. And I'm not saying one way is more than the other. I'm just saying that it's not hard. It's harder to get that 3rd loss. It's very hard.
So both of y'all agree that they jab are equal. I think Crawford got the better jab.
I think that's arguable. I think you could say that he has the better, especially because the guy switch hits. He can literally jab you.
I just feel like
pistol jab you from each
chance to
stand. So no, I totally agree, man. I just believe Canelo's jab is very educated, and the way he sets up his punches now behind his jab is just
he's
he does it very effectively, shall I say? So what about counter punching? Because I believe Canelo's a natural counter puncher as well. He's not just
Crawford. I feel like Crawford's a better counter puncher.
Gotcha.
I would say Canelo.
Better counter puncher.
Yeah, I think just because I'm just seeing it more. Like you said, it's the longevity. If I see somebody running the ball for 25 years, and then for the last year you've been getting better at running the ball, I'm gonna pick the dude that been doing it for 20 years.
I got him even, y'all. I got him even, man. I agree with that as well, though, man, because he's been doing it longer. But Crawford, that's literally, especially now, he's growing into it. That's why he starts so slow now. He's literally waiting to see or assessing his opponent's game plan, those first 4 rounds. So I got him even, man.
I like what Meek said. He see Canelo counters more. So seeing him more.
I love the fact that he sees the counters, because man, I've spoken to a lot of people who don't even see Canelo as a counter puncher, and I'm like, what are you watching?
What?
He's a counter puncher, man. A power counter puncher. He's devastating.
And that's dangerous. When you're a power counter puncher.
Ooh, almost like Tank.
Spots. Yeah,
Tank Davis is something like that, man.
They're coming from blind spots. So when you look at it like that, I see why, you think Canelo will be, but it's a lot of counter punches you don't see from Bud. I feel like he's had a counter punch with so many different styles that his counter punch is just more extensive than Canelo's. I feel like Canelo relies on the same counter punches. I don't feel like anybody's challenged him to go certain, set up certain counter punches that will require him to, be in certain spots, certain blind spots. Crawford moves. He knows how to be in the right place for a certain setup.
Definitely. No, I agree both of these guys have the IQ to set up their counter punches, man. And they do them in their own fashion. So I have them as even counter punching, but it's arguing. I can't disagree with you guys, man, taking one or the other. But let's talk about speed, because we spoke about this. I totally believe Canelo's speed is underrated, especially at this 168 weight class. But who do you guys think has the edge in speed?
Crawford.
Even at 168?
See, I know earlier I said Crawford, that was one of his strengths. But in a topic like this, it's even. It's even because Canelo is just as fast at that weight class. So for him putting on the weight, like you said, and coming up, you don't know how his body moves. We don't know if he's the same fast Crawford. But as far as hand speed, I feel like he has the edge on Canelo. I feel like Canelo has fast hands, but I don't feel like they're faster than Crawford.
So it's one of them things like
different types of speeds is what I would
He's faster until proven otherwise, and this I'll look at it right here. I think kind of like Roy Jones Jr. went up before James Toney, was it?
Yeah, sure did.
He lost a little speed, but he was still fast.
He's still fast.
And I feel like he's gonna lose a little speed, but it won't be enough speed to where like it's Canelo all the way. You know what I mean? I feel like
we don't say the juggernauts till after this fight. They don't really compare to the old school no more to me. I feel like this is the.
I think this is an old school type of fight. These two fighters, I think this is an old school one.
In the Devin Haney, Brian. No, I feel like that's a feel to old.
Yeah, we getting back there. Yeah, it's a bunch of fights coming out now that's back to the old school feels. The matchmaking, man, you got to do that. I say both these guys bring the speed, man. It's yet to be determined who's the fastest at this weight class. But I'm going to have to just off the eye test, I'm going to have to give it to Crawford.
Okay.
Just speed wise, I'm going to have to. He's the naturally smaller guy. I hope he comes in trying to be naturally smaller and not trying to match Canelo's weight. Because Jamel Charlo said that was one of his downfalls, trying to come up and match the weight so he can take the physicality of Canelo. And he said that slowed him down a lot.
Yeah.
But Canelo watched that guy, man. that was a very dominating performance. And he dropped him, man.
Hold on, I watched that fight. Yeah, he did drop him.
Yeah, and he dominated him, man. And he's a mover.
We're not going to.
This is a slick black boxer. So Canelo has experience with these guys, man. He's fought, like he said, I fought everybody. Canelo literally fought everybody.
Charlo, even though he was scared, he was holding back to throw him, he wasn't throwing him like that. Like I feel like Crawford will. I'm saying his hand speed was definitely faster than Canelo.
Yeah.
And that's the, I feel like, Bud gotta be fully suited up to beat Canelo. He gotta be on point. He gotta, everything gotta be orchestrated correctly. He gotta set up combinations. He can't just throw punches at Canelo.
No, I agree.
Everything has to hurt this man.
I agree. Yeah, he has to gain some type of respect during this fight for sure. But moving on to the next attribute. What about power? Who has that edge? I'm pretty sure we all probably agree. Canelo.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll move on with that one. Chin. Who has the better chin going into this fight?
Oh, that's even. That you can never tell though. That's the same across the board with every fighter. I mean, you could train the chin, you could take a punch, but it don't necessarily mean you're gonna always stay on your feet. It's all about contact, how hard you gonna hit the chin, and about what the chin can take.
I think they both got chins. What do you pick?
If I had to absolutely pick one,
Canelo.
I would say Canelo because he fought harder hitters.
Well, I'm gonna say Bud. He been shot in the head.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying.
When we ask stuff like that,
I don't really, factor chin into it.
When we factor that in, get shot in the head.
Had a better chin, and Canelo was, he was wiping his dude.
I think they both have chins, man. I will have to give a slight edge to Canelo, man. I don't even know if it's a slight edge, man. I've yet to see Canelo hurt by a punch, man. I don't know if the guy can be hurt. I think fighters go into the fights now saying we can't hurt Canelo, so we gotta try to outbox him.
I don't think that's how Crawford thinking at all.
And I hope he's not.
It's
I hope he's not.
Can you get close enough to hurt him?
Mm.
If I come into the ring and they say, "Hey, Sil, this guy Meekins wants to box," they don't care that you this big and we out of the same. Touch him up, throw some headgear on, gonna see what he's nice about. He gonna get in there and throw something. If I can get to you, I can set you up, I can beat you. A week later, you get skilled. If I can't get to you, it doesn't matter. So a lot of dudes can't get to Canelo. No. For what? I know how to get to each corner. I'm cool. he might get 2 hits off in between the dance of each corner. I'm just saying my size sparring this dude there. He can have no skill. I'm just saying the size of Canelo. They throw his size in there with me. Nah, I'm not risking that. You know what I'm saying? So it's more of fighters know they can't stand in front of them. To get a Triple G literally stood there. I didn't see him put
Triple
the
G
guard
has
up.
a chin,
I
world class
didn't see him
chin.
put the guard up that much.
There was some great fights, bro.
Floyd, like I was telling him earlier, because he's smaller, he made himself appear bigger with the shell, with the Philly shell. He looks like a cobra the whole fight, how strong he was to keep it up in the air. But as far as taking a punch from, everything was young Canelo, so it was up here. He didn't know what.
That's why we gotta quit bringing up that Floyd fight, man.
No, see, I'm not gonna put it behind you. I'm just saying what you added on. This Canelo is just as fast as that guy. He probably hit harder now. I know he does, but he added more counters to the arsenal. So it's like things he couldn't get off on Floyd. I feel like he can get off on Crawford.
But things Floyd, this is another thing, is he's added a defensive arsenal, man. The things Floyd could get off on him, Crawford's not going to be able to get off on Canelo anymore.
If you watch the fight, my 40-year-old friend did not get off much. Crawford, Floyd, Canelo was not beat. He was stopped. He was stunned a lot. Canelo wasn't beat up that fight.
But he still got off.
19-year-old who took his first loss.
No, he was only 23. He was
Or
23.
Yeah, 20.
Floyd was 36, but he was an undefeated fighter up
But they
until
call
then.
it, when they talk about it, it's like a 19-year-old fighting a 40-year-old.
But we got to still put into perspective, before he fought Floyd Mayweather, I believe he had fought, we could look this up too, I believe he had fought Shane Mosley and Austin Trout.
Canelo.
Yeah. So he had experience before he fought Floyd.
But them boys ain't Floyd.
They're not Floyd.
that's
So
what I'm
just
saying.
see how he elevated
Yeah.
after Floyd. I wanted to take the narrative out of there like he was just totally inexperienced when he fought Floyd. That's what I'm saying. He was still 40-0 or something like that.
I don't think people understand how good Kobe was when Michael was in
The thing I'm trying to stress is that Canelo learned way more from that Floyd fight than any fight Crawford has ever fought.
This is the thing. He instantly grew. So we're so far past that. I don't want to make it seem as if I bring that up as a shame thing. I'm saying, like, when you look at what he's added from that, he's so much more than to where it's like, if you really can't beat him without being Floyd level. He took his L jumping up a weight class. Yes, the guy was bigger than him, but he didn't outbox Canelo. He smothered him.
I genuinely believe
This is my lane. I gotta beat you before you make me think about what I gotta do.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like that. That is when a weight class outclasses you. That's why it's like you see a range where they jump up and down, and then it's like no one jumps up. Or, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like a weight class where they might go, but it's just that weight class. But you see it more with like mixed martial arts when they have, a lot of different breakdowns. But with boxing, it's like, bro, you probably will never see what's Canelo at 168.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never see another Canelo, like, probably forever, bro.
no, for sure.
You might see one at a smaller weight class, but
I mean, Pacquiao, how many boxing classes Pacquiao was
I
in?
believe like
it's
8.
pound for pound, though.
Yeah.
Pound for pound.
Yeah, like 8 of them.
So you know what a pound. That's why Terrence. It's a different notoriety when you're pound for pound. Canelo's. People like to argue. He going pound for pound.
Canelo's always been pound for pound for the most part. He's the
like,
fighter of this
I feel
generation.
I feel like you some fighters his grandfather did depend.
I can't take nothing from
I
Canelo,
feel
man.
like
He's
their
fought everybody they put
grandfather
in
did
front of him.
because of the timing of things.
Okay, so what about strength? Who has the edge?
Who's stronger?
Who's stronger?
I would assume. I would say
Canelo.
Canelo. I would assume Canelo.
See, this is where the fight is drastically.
The narrative is out there that Crawford is stronger too.
Well,
you know?
Again, hand-to-hand combat, when I'm actually grabbing you, makes you extremely strong. And it slows stuff down for you.
You're talking about the wrestling background.
Yes.
Yes.
So I don't know how, like,
This is what they allude to about the strength too, the wrestling background.
Because think about the clinch and I wrestle. When I clinch you, I got you, bro. We're about to reset.
Right.
We're going to reset.
Or somebody got to pry you off.
It could be your
Like,
first week of
jail.
practice. Bro, I can't fuck with you though in the weight cut. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying boxing, it's a lot. They try to balance it out. You know? Like still one of your little, you could come in on the gym, but you don't know. I'm saying usually when you step into, you don't know how to knock a person out. You know what I'm saying? When you get that is when you as a heavyweight become that. Before that, and even with that knockout power, with headgear, you still not as dangerous as you think you should be. You know what I'm saying? Like wrestling, amount, when you compare it, it's not the same. Because
I'm just saying as far as like the strength component. Like, me tired because think about being in the ring and you trying to throw hands and somebody constantly grabbing you.
That part is why, it's no chance Crawford will be stronger.
Yeah, that's why I'm comparing the sports. I understand the strength with the wrestling because you can grab.
The punch is why this is legal.
But
the punch is why this can be a sanctioned fight. It's no.
But a defensive maneuver that could disrupt a lot of what Canelo does is clinching. And if Crawford is strong enough to clinch him, like he was saying, if I grab you in wrestling, it's a lot. It's a different type of strength. You get what I'm saying? That's why it translates to football and tackling. You get what I'm saying?
It's going to be close enough to clinch him.
You say he's going to be or
You're
not?
going to be close.
Do you think he is going to clinch?
I'm saying, is he strong enough to clinch Canelo?
You're going to risk taking a punch to clinch Canelo.
Oh, definitely, but is Crawford strong enough to clinch him successfully?
I mean, when you get punched, you strong enough to do anything. The fear going. I'm saying that adrenaline, because I'm saying when you clinching him up, you usually get pounded on. Hey, it's too much.
Yeah, but people get knocked out trying to clinch.
Charlo.
Or get hurt. Trying to clinch.
Exactly. So I don't think Bud's looking to clinch up.
There's not too many people that clinch Canelo.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see him. I can see him trying because he's hurt.
But if he can successfully clinch him, that might.
I would.
He
if
might
I'm that
not.
close to Canelo, I'm walking you down.
If you guys look at the Floyd fight, who was successful in clinching Canelo?
Floyd.
Floyd.
But Floyd did not watch the fight. He did not move. He didn't back that. He didn't go. Canelo wasn't the same kind of person.
He wasn't the same type of fight. He didn't have the same.
He was more slugger.
Yeah.
So
just straightforward coming in. You're right.
Knew the combo.
Yeah, he was built for Floyd. I totally
Floyd
agree.
was not moving. He was pivoting.
But we're talking about strength. That's the only thing I was saying, strength. And that's why I said with the clinching.
Now it's a weight class factor on Crawford in a weird. He's gonna be the one moving. I don't think he's gonna stand there and throw. And even if he do, and you're gonna have to clinch him if you stand there with him. I'm saying I don't feel like that's a good idea. You should.
I don't either, man. I don't either.
Canelo, get him out of there or be in for a long night, man. It's showtime.
So we already spoke on it briefly, this physicality. What do you guys feel about the physicality and who has the edge in the physicality department? Both of these guys are mean. They're coming to win. So it's going to get physical.
I'm going with Omaha, Nebraska. Man.
Got you.
I feel like it's more gutter than Spain. I
got Canelo. I got Canelo all the way in the physicality department.
Yeah, he's definitely a gutter guy.
What do you think?
I would say either.
Okay.
I'll give it either.
This is going to be a good one, man. This is going to be a good fight. This is going to be a good one. IQ. Who has the edge in that department?
I feel like Crawford. I feel like Canelo has I feel like his boxing knowledge is extensive as far as what he does. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's certain athletes that's just capable of changing the game plan, you know. And I feel like that part of Bud you can't really teach.
Totally.
So I feel like
I agree.
and that's so heavy in boxing that I feel like he got the boxing because he could change.
I totally agree with you,
on,
man. I totally agree with you with that. I feel they both have IQ, but Canelo has IQ for what he does, and Bud knows how to do so many things and multifaceted so well to where he can adjust.
So I'm gonna give y'all an analogy. So LeBron James, he got the same moves. You know what's coming. You can't stop him.
Right.
Does that necessarily mean his IQ ain't high?
They don't always work though.
LeBron, it doesn't stop LeBron from averaging 30. So they do always work because he's the leading scorer in the NBA. So my point is because Canelo isn't as Canelo, this is who I am. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He don't stray too far away from what he is, and it wins him games. And what I'm saying is, just because he does that doesn't mean he's don't have a better IQ. I would say Bud displayed more skill, right? But I think Canelo has the higher level of IQ.
Okay.
I think he has more of the experience because I don't think you fight as many fights as he fights without understanding the technique and understanding other people's movements, studying film.
No, yeah, totally.
Being able to be safe in the ring because that's a whole skill itself. Mm-hmm. Being able to stay healthy to fight that many fights, just like a Floyd. So to me, I would say his IQ is better. Yeah. And I compared it to LeBron James because LeBron James, dude, you know what he's doing. He sprang to the basket. He got a fadeaway, and he doing a one side dribble when he's shooting it through your face, and you still can't stop
it. I get what you're saying. So yeah, I think they both got it. I'm just giving it to the edge to Crawford, but I get exactly what you're saying about Canelo. Canelo is very good at what he does, man. So you know, I understand because it's almost in the aspect of it's better to be a master of one than a jack of all trades, almost.
In the opposite way, but you know, the real it's better to be a jack, you know, than a king. You know what I mean? Because I'm a little bit good at everything.
You're talking about cards, though.
It's the you know what I mean? The concept of I can be a master at none, but I can do a little bit of everything, which would make me more valuable building a house. You might only be good at building doors, but I'm kind of decent at everything, so I can pretty much build the whole house by myself.
I know, but that don't make the house. That ain't gonna make the house mastered though. If you had, you know what I mean. If you had got somebody that mastered each thing in here to do that,
right. But at the same time, you only master doors. You don't know how to do that now.
But if the competition is about doors, and you're in a competition against a master of doors, and you're a jack of all trades.
What are we talking about?
You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it does all boil down to who makes who fight, who's fight.
I do electrical.
Yeah. But whoever makes who fight, who's fight.
And that's the point of the door.
Yeah.
And Canelo is what?
The door.
The door.
I get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying.
Has to fight his fight. That's it. And his best way to beat Canelo is to get him to fight outside of his fight.
And how many people have been able to do? Even in his losses, he's still Canelo.
Well, it's the only guy who flustered him. Well, no, both his losses they flustered him.
I don't think he got flustered. It was just dude was just faster. He still fought his fight, but dude was just he was just in his mid.
See, you're a Canelo.
I totally agree.
Are y'all Canelo fans?
I'm a fan of both. I'll give you my prediction and everything just a sec. But
you watch both of them, so you are.
I'm a fan of boxing, so I follow both of them. You know, I follow both of them. I like them. You know, but
I don't follow Canelo.
yeah, I do,
just
man.
started following Bud because I don't like him as a person. His internet personality is
Who?
exactly
Bud.
someone I wouldn't kick it with, but too much trauma. I mean, he admits to his own trauma, yeah, so I don't have nothing against
We
it.
all got that. But we're not gonna talk about the personal stuff.
Yeah.
All right, man. So next, timing, because they say that's a factor in alleviating power.
That's even. They both counter punchers. They even.
I got them even too. Timing. They say that's gonna be the factor that
I'm just trying to see who bring out the better.
I got
that
Crawford.
neutralizes
I got
Canelo's power.
I got Crawford.
At timing.
Yeah, and the reason why is because Crawford ain't showed me a situation where he wasn't able to get his off. Canelo has showed me. I seen fighters show me like, yeah, he ain't getting this shit off on me today.
See, I wanted to say that, but it's a different fight, man. Different dog, different fight this time. So I don't feel like everybody can misrupt his timing, Canelo's timing like that. I feel like that's the deciding factor of two counter punchers, and that's why speed is gonna see. But as far as timing, oh yeah, they gonna land on each other for sure. I think that's even though.
Okay, so it's the week of the fight, y'all, and now these guys are peaking into their form. Who do you guys think has the size advantage? With just 4 days away from the fight?
Canelo.
You still think Canelo has the size advantage? What about you?
I feel like I want to leave with Bud because I just feel like, you know, that day when you done, when you just finally like done.
You think that's where Canelo is?
Like no, Bud. Like, you know, where you just like, I'm about to go on vacation. This is my last day in the gym. This the body I'm going with. I feel like Bud gonna be there. I don't feel like he there yet. I feel like
Canelo
it's
is
too much.
That's what I was
pressure
saying,
on him
man.
being small right
These
now.
guys both come into the
I
fights
feel
in
like
shape, man.
everybody is focusing on his side, so I feel like that day of the fight is when Bud's going to finally seem bigger or big enough to be in the ring with Canelo.
No, I told you, they both gonna come in dog shape, man. It's gonna be a beautiful fight. It's a super fight.
Yeah.
I'm excited. But lastly, man, before we wrap this up, man, I want to get you guys an official prediction, man. And I don't want to just guess what you guys are thinking, but we did just critically analyze this fight. We did some debating, man, but I think we've got a nice perspective on predictions that we could come up with. I'm going to even give my prediction, even though I don't have a dog in the fight, but I'm going to give my prediction.
I got Canelo going the distance.
No knockout. This is
knockout going the distance.
Decision. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know.
He said he got Canelo.
I'm gonna get
decision.
Into it. So it's all GOAT related with me, man. Like I said, so the most like when I got two guys I like, the most like Muhammad is gonna come out to me. The most that's related to him. So you got Canelo, who got a record that's more related to him. That's a point for him. Crawford, he just got the dog that's related to Muhammad right now. You know, he's a smaller guy in the weight class where they say he ain't gonna win. So I like that about him. But to break the tie, who more GOAT like? It's all about who gonna be the most fit. You know, who gonna be the most in shape for the fight. When I think about it, man, Canelo don't take no days off, but that boy Crawford don't either. I don't know if I can call it a tie, but if I gotta take somebody more the most GOAT related, let me think of a Ali stat that they shared. Ali. I think I had to lean towards um, Crawford winning.
You got Bud winning?
Yeah.
Just by knockout or decision?
I ain't got no way or no how, cause the thing is, Bud a knockout artist, man. So I feel like if anybody, Canelo gonna see some damage in this fight. I don't feel like Bud is into taking damage like that, you know. So Canelo's a punisher. He wants to he gonna be on the offense, the prowl. You know, it's more about weaving. You know, it's staying out the way of them punches, not being in his blind spots. So it definitely can be done. Crawford can definitely beat Canelo. It's just gonna be a game of no mistakes. Crawford can't have no mistakes. If he wanted to be a pound for pound fighter, one of the greatest, keep his record clean, he gotta have a perfect night. Simple and plain. But to just put him out of the water against a Canelo who, at the end of his game, at the end of his prime, I don't feel as if he's as dangerous as he once was. And I don't feel like he's unbeatable as he once seemed. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fight, you know, for the fans and everything, casuals, whatever. I just feel like don't count my boy Bud out, man. He's one of the sleepers in the game of boxing that I don't see him retiring and doing no Paul fights.
No, I understand where you're coming from, man. That's a great perspective. Actually, I like both of y'all perspectives, man. Honestly, the fight really could go either way, and the outcome could literally be how you guys described it. I just don't see Bud Crawford being able to hurt Canelo, and that is the deciding factor right there. If you cannot hurt Saul, Canelo Alvarez, you're not going to win, especially in Vegas. So, and the interesting thing with that as well is they keep saying Bud is going to be able to take his power. So why haven't the other guys, the other 11 guys or so at that weight class that were dominant, these were guys.
That's something we're going to have to see.
He's beating champions at this weight class, man. This is their natural weight class, man.
Bud gonna have to take
He beat Callum Smith, man, a 6'3", 78-inch reach advantage over Canelo. So Bud would like to think Canelo has never seen anyone like it. This is delusional to me. But the truth is, Bud has never seen anyone like Canelo.
And that's more accurate than the other way around.
Totally. So it's going to be a lot of questions that we still have to answer with Bud in this fight. And the only question we have to answer with Canelo is if he's going to come in shape. If he comes in shape, we're going to see the Canelo that fought Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant, and Jermell Charlo. And my prediction, official prediction, that Canelo wins, man, one way or the other. Canelo wins one way or the other. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't gotta go for Bud just because he's black. You know, I'm not that type of dude. I'm not watching the sport for that. You know, I really watch this sport, and I'm a real fan, not a casual. And what I'm seeing is, if Bud is able to beat Canelo, this is the biggest shock the world moment in boxing since Muhammad Ali.
If Bud beats Canelo.
If Bud beats Canelo.
That's shocking to you.
Unbelievably
That would be shocking. I wouldn't say Muhammad Ali. I would say Mike Tyson getting knocked out by
Buster Douglas. Okay. I would like to agree with that. I had forgot about that one.
Man,
Buster Douglas shook up the world.
Stop it.
Back in the 90s. That's the 90s, right? Early 90s.
What champions juggernauts did Canelo put pause on?
What? In that weight class? Oh, he went back to back, man. He beat Billy Joe Saunders for a title. Then he beat Caleb Plant for a title. What? Them two champions right there.
Was they bigger?
You gotta understand, he's two-time undisputed at that weight class.
You feel like they was bigger than Canelo?
Bigger than him?
Yeah, cause
Like size-wise?
I'm far as bigger in the sport of boxing.
You think that's gonna play a role in how Canelo's approaching the fight, though? Just because of the name?
I don't know.
I think it's gonna elevate him rather than just make him quiver.
No, I'm saying those guys were bums to me. I don't feel that.
I disagree.
I feel like
Both of
that's
them
why
were
I said, why
undefeated
is
champions
Canelo-
at the time in
Why
that
is
weight class.
Canelo on your pedestal so high? Is it the weight class?
No, Canelo's a great fighter.
He is a great fighter.
Oh.
Canelo is a great fighter, man.
You don't think Canelo's a great fighter?
Y'all
And-
Canelo fans, right?
No, I'm a fan of
I know
boxing.
they're both.
I'm a fan of boxing,
Why
man.
didn't you just say you're a Canelo
First
fan?
and foremost, man, Crawford,
He is.
Terrence Bud Crawford can admit in a press conference, any press conference, you can see it in the build-up.
What?
Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter. This is the only reason he's saying if I beat Canelo, this puts me on Mount Rushmore.
When Bud birthday? Bud can do that every one, he ain't me. I'm talking about what that got to do with Canelo not being a great fighter. That's not the
I mean, his opponent feels
So
that,
I'm
and he's a great fighter himself.
Okay, y'all feel it.
Is Triple G not a great
I ain't
fighter?
gonna argue y'all.
Is Triple G not a great fighter?
What?
I'm asking a question.
In aspects, you would call him one of the greatest.
He's only lost to Canelo.
Twice, right?
Yep.
Hold on, what you just said though? He was an aged Canelo, right? I mean, he was an aged Triple G, right? We're not talking about guys that go at each other at the height of their careers. I'm talking about dude had a cool career, man. I'm not saying he not no good boxer. I'm just saying in a time where, I mean, everybody at pro is going to perform at a certain level. But at a time when I seen I'm talking about juggernauts, every stack weight classes, he doing all right for what's out there. I'm not knocking him as a professional artist. I'm an athlete. I'm saying greatest of ever at these weight classes.
So this is what I will say. I'm gonna tell you what happens. Canelo beat these dudes up, so therefore they're not great.
Billy Joe Saunders never boxed again.
So that's what happens.
Never boxed again, bro.
I'm guessing
In his
y'all
prime.
way of thinking.
In his prime.
Everybody that he beat is whack because Floyd beat him, right? Compared to me, where I'm saying.
It's a different Canelo.
It's the reason why Canelo is still Canelo after he fought Floyd is
He learned.
because not only did he learn, but it was dudes that he were beating that were undefeated that he was making look like little boys. If Canelo don't exist, those dudes are superstars.
And he was beating Hall of Fame fighters.
Camp with Floyd. Floyd's beating your ass. That's why Bunny run from.
We're not comparing Javante. No. We're gonna keep it about this fight. We can't keep doing that. We can't keep cross-referencing like that.
We still boys, y'all. So we kind of get up out of the podcast. No, I'm talking about. I feel that though. But go ahead.
But no, that's my official prediction, man. I believe Canelo wins one way or the other, man. One way or the other. As long as he comes into this fight in dog shape.
See, I got my Bud hat on, y'all.
For sure. I don't see Bud winning this fight. I don't think he can fight the way he's supposed to win this fight. I don't think that's...
See, my biggest problem is no one's ever seen a fighter like Bud, and everyone's already cast him, no matter what fight he has. It's just
okay, but we always talk about how great Bud is, man.
I've seen Canelo.
Why is it so hard to say Canelo is great? And this is the thing I want people to understand, man. It's a mentality thing. Okay, Bud is the meanest and everything. Canelo is a mean person too, man, in that ring. And secondly, he should feel disrespected. He didn't call out anybody else. I understand he's a cash cow, but these guys are small, man. They have small man complexes. So if you're challenging them, you get what I'm saying? Especially if you're saying you're bigger. These guys, that's a big word for them. No pun intended. bigger. You keep talking about size. I'm gonna show you I'm bigger, or you ain't that big. You get what I'm saying? So Canelo should feel disrespected, and I feel like he does. The man literally said he's not gonna beat me. I'm 100% sure. Crawford said I'm like 70% sure.
Crawford,
That speaks volumes, bro.
Honestly, I'm saying Crawford is not backing down from his challenge. That has nothing to do with the fans.
No, I'm just saying that's why I think he's going to win. That's confidence. That's the mentality. No, it's not just a fan. If I was in that position, that's the mentality I would have, or I would feel I would have to go into the fight with. If someone is challenging me from, we can say 3 lower weight classes, man, I can't lose. It's going to devastate my legacy. Think about that, man. Think about that. If I lose to Canelo, though, as Crawford,
I don't have to.
at least I dare to be great. So these are 2 narratives that...
False narratives.
I disagree.
That's from your point of view.
I disagree. No, man, this is real, bro.
Like that,
this is real.
That's how they gonna see it. That's
No,
not that.
They're seeing that without me saying. They don't even see this podcast yet, but they're going to see that just because that's an innate feeling. That's an innate feeling, man.
It's a narrative being created.
Well, being a competitor, like in sports, man, you're a competitor. So if you play in the same position or playing the same sport or in the same weight class, and someone's challenging you, and you know that they shouldn't be able to beat you, it's a pressure on you for that not to. You get what I'm saying? For that not to happen, man.
That pressure
Yeah,
also.
Kyrie still got scored on by Rakai. You're not understanding my point.
No, I'm not saying what can't happen. I'm just saying what shouldn't. That's why it's a prediction. You know, this is boxing. It's all speculation.
That's why Kyrie walked up to the little kid and was like, "That would never happen again." Chill out. It was a point that didn't count, and it was for streaming. This, I understand that pressure. Oh yeah, I can't lose on this stage, but it's pressure in both corners.
No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, I'm talking about my prediction, man, and why.
I know you explaining the pressures, but I'm not going as far to explain the pressures. I'm just saying it's just as big as a win for both camps. It's more of.
Okay, you're speaking about the win.
Hey, that's a great point, though. Who do you think this fight benefits more? The win. Who winning? Who does this benefit more?
The fight benefits the cultures. These 2 different cultures.
No, this is a fight fans fight, but as far as the fighters for their legacy.
For their legacy.
If Crawford loses, that's more so what you. Who does the loss?
It benefits
affect more.
Crawford more. Because
if he wins, it'll help him more.
Yeah, it's
of course it will.
For his pound for pound.
Because he wasn't supposed to win. That's why it would benefit.
It didn't matter who was in that spot. He going for pound. He had to jump the weight class. He's going to fight whoever was there. Canelo's the spot that Floyd was in back when.
But you're bringing up something totally different again. We're gonna wrap this up, man. You're bringing up something totally different.
This is what I will say. The reason why, in my opinion, the reason why it's more important for Crawford because of who Canelo is. Canelo is the biggest fighter in the world.
No, I'm not arguing y'all. Y'all saying that Canelo is the biggest fighter in the world.
And he's going up 3 weight classes to challenge him.
I'm saying, and this is from what you hear from Crawford, the fighter. Canelo is the only fight, bro. He's not getting fight worthy money. That's what Crawford's saying. So it could be a bad grab. We can argue that. I'm not talking about it's not or it's beneficial for this one or that. I'm saying that that's the only fight out there, period. Regardless of my pound for pound journey, which y'all gonna throw into Canelo saying, oh, it's a money grab. When if I feel I could beat Canelo, I'm not saying he's beatable to y'all or to anybody else. Look who beat him. He said he could beat Floyd. So if Floyd beat Canelo, of course he feel like he can beat Canelo. I wouldn't ask the man if he feel like he could beat Canelo.
Man, sometimes
I would ask what's your game plan for Canelo.
I want you to really go back and watch some of these interviews with Crawford, man. Crawford contradicts himself, and I want you to understand, Canelo was not the only big fight for Crawford right now, man. First off, Crawford went up to another weight class where there are big names out there. Somebody had just called them out after they fought Canelo, which was Jermell Charlo. That could have been a big fight right there. It's not only a money grab, he's daring to be great.
He passed on Charlo in his face.
Not only that.
And said, I'm going for Canelo.
Canelo the bigger fighter. Like, period. Like,
he's the only fighter.
The bigger name, the better fighter, the more...
he's the only fighter.
He's not the only, though.
He basically
it's the biggest.
Charlo, like,
it's the biggest. So it's not necessarily I think I can beat you, bro. It's delusional. First off, in an interview, Crawford said the highest weight class he'd go was 154 until Bill Haney, Devin Haney's dad, put it in his head. He put it in his head like man, you should go after Canelo. Because you haven't gotten that big fight yet, so you should go after Canelo.
Canelo is his biggest fight.
So it's his biggest fight. That's why he got. That's why he went after it. He's not 100% sure he can win.
You said whose career?
It don't matter. It's over, bro. Your career. This is the winding down. Before they could have known about Terrence Crawford, they didn't.
You think he retires after this?
Yeah, bro. He's
I think he will too.
Beat up.
Especially after this fight. I think he will
and then
too.
Floyd is creating this whole wave of get out of there early. Everything else, keep your body.
Turkey Al-Sheet asked him the other day, though, not to retire after this fight. He was thanking Turkey Al-Sheet, man. Turkey Al-Sheet told him, like, the job hasn't been delivered yet. So.
But that's when you see the Tank talk about they selling their souls. Because if you purchase them for a couple more fights, like Deontay Wilder just said, I'm fighting till I'm 40-something. No, you have to. It's in your contract. I'm saying, me, personally, I don't want to sign up for basketball, maybe. Boxing, bruh, if you don't feel like going to work, it's not like somebody can play your position. Boxing is, you getting in there. So, that's why I feel like, at the end of the day, Bud his own boss manager. He could be like, man, I'm paid already. I already got paid for next week's work. For real, he can take the L, keep pushing, do the rest of the fights. Legacy is not that. It's not perfect.
That's what we were saying, though. That's basically what we were saying. Was I know what y'all saying. Like, Bud can take. Hurt him. Yeah, exactly. Bud can take the L, man. Canelo can't.
Why? Because now you're getting the bag. Every fight after this is going to be.
Exactly. That's why he asked him not to retire, I believe. Because every fight after this is going to be a bag.
The record's tarnished. You're not pound for pound like you want to be. You got to be just another fighter now. You have to take these fights.
No, but Tony, you got something else you want to say?
I just think that when you compare the two fighters and you compare their legacy, Canelo clearly has the better record. Like, he has a better track record.
Better names.
Better names. And that's what it is. The names that he fought and where the names were when he fought.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying.
It wasn't waiting to the last. He should have fought Earl Spence 10 years ago.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Even though that was politics right there. He was calling them out 3 years before they fought.
I'm just saying he should have fought him sooner. I might be exaggerating the time. But, like, they should have fought before the car accident.
What was that? What was that?
No, they started him out for that fight, though. But, no, I totally get everything you're saying, man.
There's a lot of running. You got to understand the weight classes before you just be like, you can do this. You can't do the same moves. Point guards don't go to lunch the same time as centers. Linemen don't eat the same places as the quarter. It's not that in sync the way you think. Bro, it's a lot of running, and I'll be able to do a lot of more dodging in middle than in Canelo.
But what I'm saying is, Canelo ain't running.
He don't have to. Everybody in that weight class getting a check. It's nobody there that's dominant. It's just like like I said with the heavyweights. You're fighting the same heavyweights, bro. It's a temp service to heavyweights.
So Canelo's the cash cow, and Terrence Bud Crawford literally said, I'm hunting for everything that you got. So he wants what Canelo has. Even the face of boxing, the whole, this is my generation and everything. I'm not gonna hold it up too much longer because we've been here for a while talking about this, man, and I think we've got a nice package of knowledge and information on this fight. So we're gonna wrap it up here, man. I appreciate Sully Sill coming out. I appreciate Big Meat coming out to talk about this Canelo versus Crawford fight, a super fight coming up. So as always, I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for your support, your undying support. It's BFA Flex with the Hurt Biz Boxing Podcast. Always coming to you with exclusive boxing content. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. All right.